and welcome to Poker News. Asia now looks like it's fast becoming the poker place to be. The Betfair Asian Poker Tour has had to close registration last week due to completely filling their capacity. 400 players have paid their $5,000 buy-in to have a seat at the main event. Head of Betfair Ben Fried stated, "This is the largest poker tournament to take place in Asia and the first poker event in Singapore. We're privileged to host such a groundbreaking event." Last year, the 40-year ban of casinos was lifted in the hope of bringing more tourism and money into the country. The event attracted many big names such as Gus Hansen, Liz Liu, and John Fan. However, they've all had to say goodbye to the $451,000 first prize and $233,200 for second. In fact, cash wins will be divided between the finishers up to 36th position. The big names left worth keeping an eye on are Harry Demetriou and Tony G. All indications from the success of this poker tournament point to the fact that the British-based gaming company has started the ball rolling for an Asian poker fest. The recent midterm elections that took place in the U.S. saw Republican Representative Jim Leach, who pioneered the downfall of internet gambling, knocked off his perch. Leach was first to instigate the idea of disabling the financial institutions from funding gaming sites. For online poker players, his defeat is deemed as a victory. His position is now filled by Democrat Dave Loebsack. This is the first time in a decade that the Democrats have received a majority share of the votes, and many are debating whether the internet gambling bill has helped this to occur. Other than online gambling, the Republicans are unpopular due to their Middle East policy and a series of sex scandals which have clearly had an impact on the voters. However, many lifetime Republicans admit to changing the way they usually vote solely because of the internet bill. In regards to the gaming bill, once loyal Republican Alan Sholden of Ohio stated, "I've talked to Republicans all over the country, and they all understand that this is a theft of our liberty." So perhaps the Republicans could have changed their fate by listening to the 120,000 members of the Poker Player Alliance. Michael Bolserac, a PPA spokesman, believes that the bill did have an effect and recently stated that having a Democratic-led government would provide a more favorable environment for moving forward. Poker is a very successful and much-loved game, but are there any rules that you would change?
Yeah, you should be able to talk about your hands. You should be able to have speech action on the table, especially on cash games. I think it's a big part of the game.
Get rid of the fish.
If I could make one rule, it'd probably be so there's no bad beats. I mean, I went out tonight on a bad beat, so it's the worst feeling, you know. So if I could change anything, that would have to be it.
I'll allow the bringing of weapons. Guns, knives, compulsory.
That wouldn't change it. It's perfect just the way it is.
Probably in tournaments I'd try and ban speech play, or lessen it at least. At the moment, currently, I think the laws in England are that during a cash game you're not allowed speech play. Well, in this club is anyway. I think in casinos you're. But I'd say in tournaments, definitely, at least try and lessen it or ban it entirely, because it affects the game quite a lot.
Competition-wise, that they start when they're supposed to start on time and no other entrance, I think.
It's far too friendly at the moment.
The big poker tournament Midland Masters 2006 is coming soon to the Grosvenor Casino in Walsall. The tournament will run the whole week starting on the 20th of November and culminating in the two-day main event over the weekend. It offers no limit hold'em with a £1,000 buy-in. It starts on Saturday the 25th at 6:30 p.m. So if you fancy being crowned the Midlands Master and winning some cash, this could be the right place for you. And finally, Mads Mikkelsen, the latest Bond villain, has perfected his poker game after receiving coaching in the latest Bond film, Casino Royale. His role in the film is that of a card sharp, and to enable him to pull off his role, a poker expert was available on set throughout the shoot, giving him ample time to perfect his game. Mads stated when discussing the new Bond, Daniel Craig, "He might get the better of me in the fight scenes, but I definitely got the better of him at poker." That's all from me. See you next time.